Found this in the back of the cupboard, Jay. Didn't even know I had one in.
Back of the cupboard, ain't it warm?
It's been in the freezer, Jay, for about an hour.
Smart man.
Hello there, and welcome back to the Back Post. Today we're going to be discussing all things good teams. Ronaldo's back and scoring for United. Lukaku's back and scoring for Chelsea. Tottenham are not doing any of those things. So that's good. Let's move on. Good win for Chelsea, bad lose for Tottenham, bad defeat for Tottenham. Ronaldo came back, and for a while, at multiple points, it really did look like Newcastle were going to spoil that party, didn't it?
It did. It really did. I think 30 minutes in, no one scored in the Premier League at this point. And
oh yeah, I was. Me and Ross were having a kick about, and I was listening to it on TalkSport, and that's the best thing because they're going to the grounds.
Yeah,
they're going because at half time it was only the Ronaldo goal at half time.
Yeah.
So they went round and they're like, "So what's the situation here, Kelly?" Yeah, the same.
Nothing's happening.
Oh, right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Literally nothing was happening. But yeah, I think Newcastle were grinding it out. They were doing well up until a point, but then they just absolutely gifted Ronaldo his goal. I mean, both goals really, but the first one...
the keeper was terrible for Ronaldo's goals, wasn't it? And that's the point we're going to make now.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Ronaldo's back, and he's gonna... This is what Ronaldo will do. He'll obviously score those goals, but Newcastle's goalkeeper it was an absolute gift to him. Like, he made such a comfortable...
The spill for the first can happen to anyone, can't it? Like, that, fair enough. It's not good, but any keeper can do that.
It's a silly mistake.
The second goal is bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's a bad goal.
It's a shot that's gone right at the keeper and it's just gone through him somehow.
It's like, and that's probably going to make Ronaldo kick on now, isn't it? So Woodman's just doomed the league. He's like, God, what's a good reference point here? But he's like he's essentially Gollum, isn't he? Woodman. He's found the ring and he doesn't know what he started. He doesn't know the shitstorm coming his way now that he's found that ring. The Nazguls are awake, and all the Nazguls are Ronaldo.
But imagine
and Lingard.
Imagine it's 1-1 though, and that because obviously this game was so hyped up because of Ronaldo. Like this game ends 1-1. It's like the question marks will get added so quickly, and especially in today's culture, like. And I guess we're about to throw a question mark on him anyway, aren't we? Because we want to talk about Ronaldo a little bit and strikers and stuff. But I think this game showed that Ronaldo's back. He's in the Premier League. He's been unleashed now by Gollum. Like, what's he gonna do? And is it gonna help United go that extra mile? Are they gonna win the Prem? Are they gonna win a trophy? Is he gonna help Ali?
You know my thoughts on this, Jay. I think Ronaldo will be a phenomenon. He will be the top goal scorer, probably in the league, but almost certainly at United. He will just continuously bag goals. However, there's a really interesting stat throughout. Jonathan Wilson, I think, went on a brilliant rant about this on The Guardian, where he just said it's a stupid signing because, yes, Ronaldo himself is a phenomenon, but Juventus are a worse... I mean, Juventus, didn't fulfil promises they were supposed to, but Juventus are a worse side than they were when Ronaldo joined. That's a no-brainer for me. Yeah, would you say that?
Sorry, I was trying to hold in a burp.
Okay.
as you
Juventus
asked me.
are a worse side, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Ronaldo may have scored, but Juventus's total goals over that time period went down by 20%. So as a team, they became less effective. And if you're Rashford, if you're Sancho, I know that obviously Bruno's going to do what he did yesterday, and Lingard knows where the net is. Other players will score, but if you're given a 50-50 chance of hitting it far post or finding Ronaldo, and you're Greenwood or Rashford, surely you're thinking, best give it to Ronaldo.
Yeah, let's get it to him. And what were you saying that's going to have a negative impact?
I think it will. I think it'll have... Look, it's a difficult one to say because United are not exactly... they've been struggling for almost a decade now. So the league title isn't expected from them. Whereas Juventus, that's another thing with Ronaldo. He went to Juventus and they won the league every single year for almost a decade, and they didn't continue that trend with Ronaldo. I know they won the league twice with him, but they did not continue the trend of winning every single league every single year.
Yeah, that's the Conte effect though, and the Lukaku effect.
And if I know, but if Ronaldo can't do it at Juve, what's to say he comes into a team with Liverpool, City, and Chelsea and does it?
That's it, and that's just it. Like, this is not a one-horse league, especially this year. This year feels mad when you're looking at the talent going around. The top 4, top 5 this year, it's absolutely insane. So to say that Ronaldo is going to bring that, but is the expectation that though? Are United expecting them to win the league now that they've got Ronaldo, Varane, Sancho, those sort of players? Like, I don't know.
Well, I will quickly counter that point because apparently Juventus promised him quality players around him, and they brought in Chiesa. That was a bit of a left wing because he was a young kid that came out of nowhere and they went, "Oh shit, we have to have him." They promised him, marquee signings, and they brought De Ligt in, and they went, "We're going somewhere." And then they said to him, "We're going to bring in Pogba now," and then they didn't. They stopped funding that team.
Yeah.
And so, as a point, that's a problem with Juventus. Whereas United have brought in Ronaldo, and Varane, and Sancho.
Yeah.
And they have Pogba, and they have Bruno Fernandes. So I still stand by what I said. They should be up there for the league. However, I just cannot get it out of my head that there are managers sat on the beach, such as Antonio Conte. There are managers, Zinedine Zidane, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is at the helm for Man United. And for me, he asked, did you see him? He asked Ronaldo if he wanted to come off, and Ronaldo said no.
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
That annoyed me.
That is some B-Tech behaviour, man, honestly. Like, yeah, you're completely right. I think the fact, like, you spoke about when Ronaldo went to Juventus and their era of dominance ended. There was one man for that caused that, and it was Antonio Conte. And my man is just sat on a fucking beach in Italy, just loving his life. Like, someone go spend as much money as you need on that guy to get him in. Like, it baffles me.
This is my plea. United, please go and get Antonio Conte and dominate the league. Do you know why, Jay?
I know why, mate.
Because Arsenal might get him.
Yeah, that's
absolutely not.
No one needs that. We want Arteta to stay in that job forever because no one fucking needs Conte going there. He is a winner of the highest order. I think, I think as well that this, you mentioned it there, the quality that in this league now, like, and especially like striker wise, and we want to go into that. Like, we saw Ronaldo score 2, then Lukaku went and scored 2 in our game, and you've got Salah scoring today as well. Also, although didn't score this weekend, but it's always going to be there. Harry Kane. This league and these teams now are looking so strong. It's an exciting time for the Premier League. I really think it is.
Well, we said it last week, didn't we? And I will promise I won't be rehashing the point, but the Premier League is the league now. It's not La Liga. No one cares about the league anymore.
Yeah, and you know what? With Ronaldo coming as well, like, I think, he's special. Like, it's not even just because the football, he's one of the best footballers in the world. Like, it's just Ronaldo. There's something about that, and he's in the Premier League now. What the fuck's Messi doing at PSG, man? Wasting everyone's time.
No, I still like it. I think we're forgetting how excited we were about that.
Yeah, I know, but
a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but imagine if he come to the Prem, like, that was
at City. Him at City.
Yeah, and City and United just going for it with City. Like, as much as probably we wouldn't want that because they'd just dominate the league, we'd be like, at least it's fun to watch. So maybe we don't want that. But yeah, the calibre of player in this league now and the Golden Boot race is definitely going to be an exciting one, which is normally isn't,
No, it's normally Kane, Salah, or someone weirdly sneaking up, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Really quickly, obviously, City beat Leicester. I'm furious. This is my only point I want to make about this game. I'm absolutely furious. Tottenham didn't play Sanchez or Romero. I don't know why, but we didn't. And I was promised City didn't have Zach Steffen available, didn't have Edison available. I was promised Scott Carson.
I know. That was going to be the story of the weekend.
Get him.
Fuck Ronaldo.
I'm furious.
Fuck everyone else. Scott Carson was supposed to be the main man for City, and it wasn't. It didn't happen. And to be fair, I didn't even realise that you didn't play your South American players, because I heard the day before, the night before, that they were allowed to play, and that's why we played Silva. So it's mad that you guys didn't play yours.
I don't know what's gone on there, because Romero started the game for Argentina. He started it.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's fine.
Yeah.
Did Aston Villa play there? Aston Villa played Martinez, didn't they?
No, they didn't, and they didn't play Buendia.
Did they not? Oh, so maybe it's different with those players then. But then I don't understand what the difference is between. I don't understand.
Oh,
Okay,
mate,
we're
well,
probably missing
we
something.
know what the difference is, isn't it? It's City's board and the hot Chelsea's board going.
Well,
No,
there
we're
might be
playing
something actually, because there might be something to do with it being Argentina, and because I think maybe the Brazil players,
Yeah.
because it was being played in Brazil. I think it's different.
Well, and the Brazil players, the Premier League Brazilian players didn't go, did they? It was weird. Anyway, I think the point I wanted to make about anyway, the point I wanted to make about this game was, and it was along the line of the striker talk of, you see Ronaldo scoring 2, Lukaku scoring 2, Salah getting on the score sheet, and City, although they won, so it's hard to make this point, but they won through one goal, and the whole game they were knocking on the door. Leicester put up a good defensive performance, yes, but I think City might struggle without signing a proper striker. Like they did, yes, they had last year, and they didn't need one then, and they won the league. But the league around them's changed in a year, and they've only gone and got Grealish, who's incredible. I'm not saying that, but without a clinical striker, even if they went and got someone like Ings, you feel like they would have done a bit better.
We know that you can get away with things in the Premier League for a season. Back threes, normally get found out after season 1, don't they? But a striker, so I don't see how a strikerless system doesn't get found out after a year 1. Once you've played everyone twice, and every single team goes, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
this is how we neutralise that. Because that's why coaches get paid the big money.
Yeah, and I think if Leicester. Leicester took some of the counter-attacking opportunities they had. They could have won that game easily, and that's because City couldn't find their shooting boots. It's something that happened to Chelsea so often last season. It was we had all the possession, all the ball, knocking at the door, but never going through the door. And City might fall for that this season, and it's their own fault. But I guess it's a gamble, isn't it? Because are they gambling on the potential of either Kane again next year or Haaland? But it's a big gamble.
Absolutely.
It's a big gamble.
It should be Haaland, shouldn't it?
It should be Haaland.
Finally, Arsenal scraped past Norwich. From what I read, it was a pretty even game. So I'm still not too worried. I think Tottenham will get battered by Chelsea next week.
Wait,
and then hopefully we can...
Not too worried that Arsenal are good.
What, sorry?
You're not too worried that Arsenal are good. Like you're still sure that they're shit.
Yeah. Let me just read the stats out here.
Go on.
It was 52% possession to 48.
Yeah.
They had 30 shots, to be fair, but only 7 were on target. Norwich had 10 shots, 1 on target. But they outplayed them. But no, 30 shots is quite a lot actually. I feel like that's a lot of shots.
That is a fair amount.
Why did Arsenal have 30 shots? I didn't actually know that. Fair enough.
I mean, to be fair though, mate, 1-0. What you beat Norwich, well done. Like gold medal lads. It was a lose for them. They either beat them and everyone be like, yeah, well done, you're only 16th, or they lose and it's like, oh shit, they're gonna get relegated. It's a fun time.
Relegation spots though.
Yeah, but only by a couple. I think, and as to round off that whole Premier League talk, it's been a good week. It's been good to have Premier League back again, of course. I wanted to quickly just run through the table because you got United, Chelsea, and Liverpool all at the top with 10 points and 8 goal difference as well for all of them, which is crazy. City City, Brighton, and Tottenham just behind, all on 9 points as well. So I think you're starting to see, like United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham included in that, like it's time to not. It's early, so it's hard to say these kind of things. But like, already a slip up will drop you down a little bit, and it's like,
the
momentum's high. The momentum is so high at the moment. It's exciting, man. I'm really excited, and of course, bottom of the table, Norwich with no points at all, and Arsenal just sitting above relegation.
Yeah, we think we're going to have a horrendous week. We think Chelsea are going to spank us. We think we're going to lose to Rennes, and then we think that's okay though, because there's nothing better than going into a North London derby out of form, because the team not in form normally wins it. So that's our prediction for the next 3 games.
What a fun, horrible time.
It'll be a horrible week, but then we'll beat Arsenal, and it'll be fine.
And will that be worth it then?
Not worth it, but it will be at the Arsenal game, because that's all that matters. You've got to remember, Jay, Tottenham have a real rivalry. We've been through this a few times. Chelsea don't.
Oh, piss off!
You don't know what it's like.
I'm so sick of you bringing this shit up. I don't care about your bollocks little rivalry up in North London. I don't care that you hate them so much, and I won't wear red. I don't care, Josh, man.
I wear red.
Give it a rest.
I don't give a shit about the wear red thing. What I need to give a rest is when Chelsea and Arsenal play each other and they all sing "We hate Tottenham." Just suck each other. Might as well get all the players and fans next to each other just suck each other off, Jay.
I've always said this. I always hated Arsenal more than Spurs because growing up, Arsenal were superior to both of us. So I hated them more, and I hated Arsenal fans. But now that I know you,
but which Arsenal player or fan do you want to suck off, Jay? Just let me know. We can arrange it. Live stream next week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, OnlyFans if anyone's interested.
Jay and Ty. Anyway,
I'm more of a DT man myself.
Oh no, he'd hit you.
That's what I want. No.
Right, we've got any more football to talk about.
I mean, it's a big game. I'm doing quotation marks. Leicester City versus Napoli in the Europa League. That's wicked.
So your answer is no. We've got no more football to talk about. Good to know.
Zagreb West Ham in the Europa League.
No, stop, please. Right, yeah. No,
Real Betis Celtic
that's been the podcast. We're gonna do a preview of Tottenham Chelsea later in the week. I'm actually away next weekend, but I will try and get something out with Jay in reaction to the Chelsea. I've already got an idea. I'll tell Jay after the podcast's off. And,
good.
As always, thanks for this. Sorry about the backdrop. I've got a self-isolating girlfriend in the house at the moment, so I'm in my dingy room. But hey ho, we got to do things. Sorry about hearing the puppy. Sorry about hearing everything. It's fine. Subscribe and it'll stop. I'll be professional once we get over 1,000 subscribers. All right, so you can make this happen.
Tell you that.
My back hurts as well. See you later. Tell you that.